Border czar Tom Homan putting NYC mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani on notice. In response to the Democratic Socialists' pledge to stop cooperating with ICE agents and kick them out of town, Homan issued this blunt warning.
We're going to be in New York City. Matter of fact, because it's a sanctuary city, President Trump made it clear a week and a half ago. We're going to double down and triple down on sanctuary cities. If we can't arrest them in the jail, you're going to force them in the neighborhood, then we'll find them in the neighborhood. If we can't find them in the neighborhood, we'll find them at the work site. So game on. We're coming.
Here to react, Ron Vitiello, former acting ICE director and senior advisor to Customs and Border Protection. So great to see you this morning. So, just to be clear, we are talking about actually just enforcing the laws that are put on the books by both Democrat and Republican legislators, correct?
Yeah, this is a very good point. We've come back to the middle. We've come back to the rule of law. With the leadership of Donald Trump in the Oval Office, the Secretary at Homeland Security, folks like Tom Homan in the mix, the new commissioner at CBP, the nonsense at the border is over. The largest deportation efforts across the United States are underway. And I think New Yorkers are smart enough to realize that the failed policy of defunding the police or getting in the way of ICE or sanctuarying criminals or anybody that wants to show up on the doorstep is a terrible idea. It's not good for the city. It's certainly not good for the nation. So we need to move on in a comprehensive way to have tough but smart immigration laws that protect New Yorkers, that protect the United States, and give the men and women of the front line in ICE and in the Border Patrol the tools that they need to succeed. And what that means is allow them to operate in the safest way possible, give them infrastructure at the border like the 100 new miles of border barrier that are here now, give the front line the ability to prosecute people who get in their way and aid and abet illegal aliens or assault agents. That is all underway now. And the people that get out of the way and let these men and women do their job, the better off we're all going to be.
Yeah. So how much harder and more dangerous is it for not only the ICE agents, but also innocent civilians and even the illegals themselves when you have a city that is refusing to cooperate?
Yeah, this is tough, difficult, dangerous, and risky work.
Right.
But the front line knows how to do it. They do it very professionally with lots of restraint. And so where it might take 3 or 4 or 5 people to safely surround a home or surround a business or to find somebody, at large and arrest them and take them into custody safely, it affects everybody that's in that orbit, right? But if they go to a jail like Rikers Island, and that when people are released after their sentences in New York, they can be safely turned over in the jail setting and put on the path for removal. That's all we want. Those laws are on the books. New York that wants to sanctuary people who have been convicted of other crimes in the United States. It's just a terrible idea. It's destructive to the men and women who live there.
Yeah, truly. So we've also got these new numbers out that show just how much the trickle what a trickle it is at the border from going from thousands at the border coming across the border down to literally double digits. I would argue that this is the biggest campaign promise ever kept by any president. Donald Trump has sealed the border. Explain to us how dramatic these numbers are today.
It's 100%. You've got almost 100% decrease in the number of crossings per day versus the Biden administration. No more thousands of people coming in and being released into the United States. All that nonsense of the Biden border chaos is over. The Trump effect is in full effect on the southwest border. More boots on the ground, help from the Department of Defense for access and border barrier, the Department of Justice leaning in to make sure that if agents are assaulted, those aliens are prosecuted. People continue to try to invade. They are also prosecuted. These national defense areas along the southwest border, which make it illegal to cross the border, which already was. Now they're entering a military designated area, so that puts more charges on them in federal court. That has led to the largest reduction we've ever seen and a commensurate increase in the capability on the ground. So the border is much safer than I've ever seen it. I've been around this business for about 40 years. And so more to come. It needs to be sustained. There need to be investments so we can scale up and sustain both access to the border and those barriers, as well as ICE being able to have the information and the intelligence so they can do more targeting and scale up at large operations. So we need to do more of that. There's still things that need to be done, but we're well on our way.
It's truly, truly incredible. Ron Vitiello, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.